මුල්ලමහරියේදී හිර වෙන්නේ නැති වෙන්න SLT Mobitel fiber connection එකක් ගන්න. Netflix බලන්න. ලංකාවේ bestම internet connection එක SLT Mobitel fiber connection. අනතිල්ල දෙසින් සිසිල් සුළං රැල්ලක් හමා යනවා. දිව එනවා පන්දු යවන්න. ආහාර කෙල්ලන. ඉතිහාසයේ ඉංග්‍රීසි ලබාගත් ගැඹුරු ප්‍රමාණය ලබා ගැනීමට පිටත අවශ්‍ය වන්නේ තවත් ලකුණු 37ක් පමණයි. ඒකට වැඩි හොඳයි ඉන්න හිටියා කරලා ගේම් ප්ලේ කරලා ඇති වෙලා නම් ගේමින් වලට ලංකාවේ බෙස්ට්
Good evening, everyone, and a very warm welcome to all of you joining us today. On behalf of the Robogames Organizing Committee, it's my great pleasure to welcome students, university representatives to the Robogames 2025-2026 School and University Category Awareness Session. Robogames is not just a competition, it's a platform that inspires innovation, teamwork, creativity, and problem solving among young minds. Today's session is specially designed to help you understand what RoboGames is all about, the categories available, and how you can take part confidently. Thank you all for taking time to being with us this evening. We are excited to have you here. To begin our session, it is my honor to invite our chairperson, who will introduce RoboGames and provide an overview of the event. This address will cover the vision behind RoboGames, the different competition categories, the event timeline, and the details about the prize pool. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming Mr. Praveen Navaratna, Chairperson of the RoboGames Organizing Committee. Over to you.
Hello, guys. First of all, I'm Praveen Navaratna, and once again, welcome to the awareness session of RoboGames 25-26. So, first of all, to start things off, what exactly is IESL Robogames? So, Robogames is a national level robotics competition organized by the Computer Science and Engineering Department of University of Moratuwa in collaboration with Institute of Engineers, Sri Lanka, which is powered by SLT Mobitel. This event is specifically designed not just to be a competition, but to help students and undergraduates to grow into future engineers and innovators in robotics and thrive in the tech field in Sri Lanka. Moving on. So mainly to talk about the categories of the competition. So IESL Robogames is not just for a specific group, but for all the people who's interested in robotics. So to make things easier, we have divided the competition into three main categories. So the first category, the school category. School category is mainly open for school students and also the students who have just left school. That means the students who just sat for A-level examinations and are waiting for results. And yes, so the school category mainly aims to promote robotics among young minds, that is school students. And also school category is specifically designed for school students who are eager to explore technology and new tech fields. Also, this focuses on logic, creativity, and problem solving. Moving on to the undergraduate category. Undergraduate category is mainly for the undergraduates, university students all around Sri Lanka. And also it is open for international delegates as well. So it is mainly designed to engage undergraduates all around Sri Lanka in complex engineering-based robotic problems. Also, this emphasizes technical depth, collaboration, analytical thinking, and also another important trait we are emphasizing is teamwork. So any university student can join, but the team should be from the same university. And also, then one of the most exciting categories in our competition, the open category. Open category is designed to be action-packed. It is not just an ordinary robotics challenge. It's action-packed and it's mainly about building your own robot, making your robot as exciting as possible, and also battling them out in the open field that we have provided. So this category is open for anyone. There is no age limit. There is no age requirement. Uh, there is no institutional or university level restrictions. Any person, any university student from different universities can form a team and join this competition. And also, there will be international delegates, and so also it is also open for international delegates as well. Moving on, it emphasizes mechanical strength, tactical design, and also creativity. So once again, this so why join? IESL Robogames 25-26. It's not just about building robots, it's about gaining the experience. So you from your end, you all do not have to have any experience, any capital, or any hardware components. Everything will be provided by us. We'll provide the platform, we'll provide the requirements that you need to thrive in this competition. So first of all, it's a real national level robotics competition. Many people from around the Sri Lanka will be joining this competition, and also uh, this is really this is a really great opportunity for all to develop your confidence and creativity, and also this might be the best place to start off your engineering journey. Yes. So what would you all learn? So you all might have the question from your end as well. What will I gain? Is it just a robotics competition? Is it just ordinary competing and stress? No, it is not. It's mainly about your creativity and logic. So this competition develops your programming logic, algorithmic thinking, robotic strategy, teamwork and communication, and also confidence in technology. This competition helps you develop all these skills, not just through boring activities, but through fun and exciting activities. And finally, it's finally to talk about the prize pool. It's not just experience that y'all get. If y'all win, then there are exciting cash prizes awaiting y'all. So to talk about the school and university category. So the first place has 100,000 rupees, second place 75,000 rupees, and the third place 50,000 rupees. And also the open category, the battle bots competition, first place has 120,000 rupees, second place is given 80,000 rupees, and also 50,000 rupees. And also the the fact that I want to emphasize here is that it is not just about the cash prize here, it's about the experience and the engaging activities that you'll be doing during this competition. Yes. So, and also finally, what I need to say is come join us in IESL Robogames 25-26. Find out how exciting it is to work with the greatest minds around Sri Lanka and compete towards a one common goal, and also gain numerous experiences that will help you thrive in the tech industry of Sri Lanka. Yes, thank you. Over to you, Taramini.
Thank you very much, Praveen, for that insightful introduction. Now we are honored to have a short address from a distinguished academic. It is my great pleasure to invite Dr. Sulochana Suryarachi, academic advisor of IESL Robogames, to share a few words with us. Over to you, madam.
Thank you. Good evening and a warm welcome to all of you participating here in this session in IESL Robogames 25-26. I'm Sulochana, the academic advisor for this program since 2017. But this IESL Robogames has been there for nearly 2 decades now. It's a legacy. And it's in 2017, actually, the SLT Mobitel, the national digital service provider, stepping in as the main sponsor. And as you can see now, IESL Robogames has become the most prestigious robotics competition in the country, looking at the stakeholders, the organizing team, the collaborators, because IESL, Institution of Engineers Sri Lanka, is the professional body of engineers. And as I said, SLT Mobitel is a national service provider. And the Department of Computer Science and Engineering, all these people that who have been conducting the speaking so far is my team, the brilliant undergraduates at the Department of Computer Science and Engineering, University of Moratuwa. So as you have seen, as the glimpse of the program, as Praveen already explained, IESL Robogames is not a one-day mere competition where the roboticists would come with their robots and have a competition and declare the prize and leave. It is a journey together, and we have structured the Robogames competition to include everybody. They can merely start with a small computer and a small, decent internet connection to start with simulated robots. So you don't have to fiddle with hardware. So why we do that is our intention is to inculcate a culture that embrace the innovative ideas, the technology, the concepts of robotics. Actually, why we do that is to prepare our generation, our younger people for the future. Actually, it's not really future, it's the present. So even in our department, in our local universities, we produce graduates to suit anywhere in the world. Our graduates go and work in top companies internationally all over the world. So we have to prepare them to compete and be compatible with all these, up to date and global trends and globally trending technologies and concepts. That's why we introduced, but that's why we keep striving to attract more people, more students, more schools, children, undergraduates into this platform. We are actually preparing a platform to bring together robotics enthusiasts. And it's not single winner that becomes the winners in this competition. All those who joins this session, and we go as a collective effort and collection of people who are winners altogether. Because, as you know, there's enough negativity, the dark clouds all over, but this is a silver line where we emanate a positive vibe, so that we have gathered here to popularize STEM education and get our hands dirty with hands-on experience on robotics, and get into a coding and debugging and making your robots do accurate, reliable, and precise tasks at its the best. So I congratulate all of you for being part of this huge endeavor. So we started going into a bigger level, a large scale from last year. And you will hear soon one of our pioneers in doing that, Sanjula, from the previous batch, the current final year student, and he and his team initiated this initiative, so that we moved from this small stall in techno exhibition that we had our the finale in previous years, and we brought this setup into the university premises in a very spacious environment, where we also introduced battlebot competition, and now we are stepping up and up, and I'm glad to share that even the other countries in the region, I heard some people have inquired and have already registered ideas from India. So next step would be for us to be not only be the prestigious robotics competition in the country, but be in the region. And those who started as students, school children at say grade 8 or 9, from this competition few years back, they then proceeded to win undergraduate category after a few years, and then later we saw them going into international competitions like RoboCon. So we are preparing that kind of an environment, and I hope you will reap the utmost benefit through the workshop series, through the technical guidance you are getting, the facilitation through the equipment and the technical support that our team will give you. So I hope to see an exciting event and eventful series of activities during Robogames program. And I wish you all the very best. Thank you.
Thank you, madam, for sharing your valuable insight with us. To let you get a better feel of what RoboGames looks like in action, we will now watch a short highlights video from our previous RoboGames events. This video captures the excitement, creativity, teamwork, and energy of our participants. Let's enjoy the video. We hope that video gave you a clear picture of what the RoboGames experience. Now, understanding the competition format and rules is essential for everyone planning to participate. To explain the competition structure, rules and regulations, and how the selection and evaluation process will be held, I am pleased to invite our technical lead. Please welcome Mr. Nadisha Jayaman, the technical lead of RoboGames. Over to you.
Thank you, Tarmini. Now, if you go to the next slide, I will explain the competition structure and how this competition will run. This competition has three categories: school, university, and open. We already released the delegate booklet for the open category. For school students and university students, the categories are divided into three phases. Phase 1 and Phase 2 online phases, and Phase 3 is the final in person. So in the first two phases, all teams will work on a simulation, not on a real robot. You will be programming a simulation robot using VBots. So if you're talking about VBots is a professional robotics simulation tool. It allows you to program a robot and test how it behaves in a virtual environment. You can use sensors, motors, and control logic, just like a real robot, but without needing physical hardware. And so you don't need to worry about building a robot or setting up a simulation environment. We will provide you the create the Weaver's environment already prepared, so you can directly focus on programming and logic. In phase 1, we will first give you a simple task in Weavers. This task is not very difficult. The main purpose is to help you get familiar with the simulation, understand how the robot moves, how sensors work, and how your code controls the robot. This phase is especially helpful to beginners, even if you have never worked with robot before. Once you complete the first task, selected teams will move to the second phase. In phase 2, we will give you another task in rewards. This task is very similar to the final task, which will be done later using the real robot. So here you are basically coding the real competition task, but still inside the simulation. This phase helps you think more deeply about robot behavior and decision making, and then the first performing teams will be selected for the final round. Now, phase 3, which is a final round, you will work with the actual physical robot. Robot will be powered by us, so again, you don't need to build a robot and buy expensive hardware. For the school category, once you are selected for the final, the robot will be given or sent to you. This means you can program the robot, tune its performance from your home. You will have enough time to improve your code and understand how the real robot behaves compared to simulation. For the university category, the robots will be provided at the University of Morocco, so you can upload your code to the robot there and test whether it works correctly. This phase allows you to see the difference between simulation and real world behavior and improve your solution based on that. So the final completion day, on the final day, which will be held at University of Morocco, all finalist team will do their final run, completing the given task as accurately and efficiently as possible. Just to give you a small hint about the task, for the school category, the focus will be on sensor-based robot, mainly line following with some additional sensors for object detection and color detection. For the university category, the task will focus on computer vision using camera. The full task details will be soon released. Over to the next slide. We are going to the next slide about team formation rules and support for the participants. I will briefly explain the team formation rules. So each team can have 1 to 5 participants, including recent school leavers. All members in a team must be from the same institute. By the way, this rule does not apply to the open category. Also, one participant can compete in only one team. So if you are talking about support for in this programming part, this competition is designed to give maximum exposure on robotics, especially for beginners. One important advantage is that you don't need to spend money on robot hardware. Because robots are provided by us, we will also conduct workshops where we guide you step by step in each process. So these workshops will cover viewer simulation, programming, and how to think when we are programming a robot. In addition, you will receive guidelines and documentations in the delegates booklet that we will soon release. So you will just have a reference while working. And that's about the rules. Over to you, Talvi.
Thank you, Nadisha, for that clear and detailed explanation. If you have any questions regarding the competition format, rules, or selection process, please post them in the Q&A chat, and we will address them during the Q&A session later. Now, we have a special segment where we hear directly from someone who has experienced Robogames firsthand. This guest talk will share previous Robogames experiences and motivate students to take part in this exciting journey. We are delighted to have Mr. Sanjula Gatsara joining us as our guest speaker for this session. Over to you.
Yeah, thank you, Tarami. Let me share my screen. Yeah, Hope I'm clearly audible and visible. So, hello everyone. Good evening. Uh, so I'm Sanju Lagatsara. So I'm like couple of years back in Robogames 2023. Our team got the championship. So today I'm going to share with you some couple of tips and tricks. So what we did and how the Robogames went and about that. So you can get a small idea about making robots and how the robot game's going on. Yeah, let me start. Yeah, so I'll ask some questions from you. So you can use Q&A and send me the answers. So I can have some small interactive session with you. Yeah, let's start with who is a robot. So I think in here we have school student participants as well and university participants. So send me some ideas according to you. It might be right or wrong. It's okay. Share with me about who is a robot. Okay, there are some couple. Um, yeah, okay. So I'll tell you a small brief on who is a robot. So, a robot is a machine that can do sense, plan, and act. So, if we say on a human, so if we take a human, so from our sensor systems, we get different sensors about the environment. Let's say we from our eyes we see our environment, and then we can sense the temperature and wind and those kind of things from our skin, and we can hear things from our ears, those kind of things that we can as a human we can perceive. Like that in a robot also, it's a machine. It can sense things from the environment. Uh, as an example, it can sense if there is a temperature sensor, it can sense about the temperature in the environment. And if there's a camera, he can see the environment. And if there's a microphone, he can take audio input as well. And there are other sensors that we can integrate into a robot. That is the first thing. Second, a robot can plan. That means a robot has a brain. So this is a computer we have inside the robot, small computer. Uh, so from this computer, he can calculate, and from different algorithms, we can plan what we are doing next from the inputs that we are getting from the sensors. So that is the second part, planning part. It acts as our human brain. We can plan things. After that, the robot acts like there are actuators in a robot. It can be lights and it can be motors. There might be wheels and robot can go here and there. Or it can be there might be some speakers, or it can say some things, and those can be done. So that is the third part. So a robot is a machine that can sense, plan, and act. So that is a small introduction about who is a robot. Then I'll show you a small picture where we get some inspiration about robots, because from childhood, so you guys might seen different movies. So from that movies, I also saw seen a couple of movies, and there are robots in some movies. So if you have an idea about what is this movies, please share that in chat. Okay. Yes. This is the movie. the Iron Man. So in here, you can see inside this we have Tony Stark. So it's a human, but this in this movie there are robots. And also, I'll show another movie. Send me what is this? What is the name of this robot, if you can remember? Anyone? Yeah. Yes. This robot is called BB-8. So this is in the movie Star Wars. And also, this is another one. So this robot is quite special. In this movie, this robot has some artificial intelligence as well. You guys also heard these days, artificial intelligence is also another uh, topic that world is going on. So in the future, there might be robots that can think from itself as well. So yeah, if you know this movie, please send me. Yes, correct. Yeah, correct only. So this is a movie called Chappie. Some from these movies, we get an inspiration about these robots. So now, we see this. There are a couple of cool robots people are building. So how we can make these robots? That is the question that I had when I'm at school. So from those days, I searched in the internet and go to YouTube and watch videos and how to make these robots. So likewise, in here also, you might be a person, you might be a student. So that is immediately going to start robotics. You don't know anything about robotics, but you have the courage and you like to build a robot. And in here, there might be people that went to robotics competitions before, and this is like your second or third robotics competition, and you are trying to win this competition. And also here, there might be people who won robotics competitions before as well in here. So likewise, I also had a starting point. So this is a photo that like about a decade or so when I was in grade 9 or so, when I built my first robot in the school. Some ILRs from University of Martu came and gave us a session on building robots from a platform called Arduino. And I started there and I got the inspiration there. And I started building robots. And from there onwards, now I'm finally undergraduate at University of Malta, Department of Computer Science and Engineering. So at the moment, I have won from like from a couple of competitions. So I'll in here we won a competition in called Micro Mouse competitions. In that competition, mouse solves a maze in this competition. And in here, we got in the IESL Robogames 2023, we made a robot with vision-based robot. So we got a championship there. So that is the one. And in here, we got in the RoboFest competition, we got the first place, and there's first runner-up as well in another competition. And also, we participated in international robotics competition in India. So that is my first international competition I participated in robotics. It's on Micro Mouse. So likewise, I began from my school from a small point. At the first, the robot is failing. Pretty much, the robot is failing. But eventually, I learned how to build a robot that can minimize failures. Yes. And yeah, these are some robots that we built. So you can see like we started with these type of robots. The wires are going here and there, and sensors and everything here and there at the beginning. But afterwards, we built robots like this with PCB also printed by us, designed and printed by us, everything, and these kind of cool robots. are there, battlebots also there. These are some, you can also make these kind of robots. If you are in school, you can start there, and with time, with the years you are going, you will get experience, and with that you can build those kind of robots. And yeah, in IESL Robogames 2023, this is our team. So we are all in University of Manitoba. So we got the championship there. So I'll go through that. So you can get an idea from the couple of minutes that I'm presenting about how this competition is going and how it went. Uh, yeah. So the initial rounds, it was happened in a platform called VBots. So this is a simulation software. And the cool thing I saw in IESL Robogames is we don't need to purchase any components from the shops, because in many of other competitions, we have to purchase the components from the shops, and it costs actually. In those days when we are school, there was not much money with us. So, but even though we somehow managed, but in the ISL Robogames, we don't need to purchase anything. We can build from our computer from the start. And in the final competitions, the robot is given. I think this year also will be similar, somewhat similar. So in the VBots platform, like this is some initial testings that we were doing. So we were given the task to go and grab. There are balls, blue and red color balls in this white square, and grab those balls and put it into these compartments. So there is a special criteria in the task document. So yeah, at first we don't know, we don't know anything about VBots, but eventually we learned it. There are actually, you have the wonderful tool called internet, so you can go there, and there's YouTube videos as well, and go and learn about the platform. And then we started by building a small base robot, and then eventually improved the robot to go to the task. And after that, we optimized it. So that is the method that we took. So there were elimination rounds, and after that, we had the semifinals. Semifinals also from Weber's platform. After that, in the final round, we were given a physical robot, so we had to code that. So yes. So in here we have a vision-based robot. So there are cameras attached inside this. So you can see there are some processed images here, processed video feeds, and from the cameras. We process those information and feed to the robot, and the robot performs the task. So, and in the final rounds, we were given a robot called Kobiki. So this is an off-the-shelf robot that was made by some kind of company, and we can program the robot, and there's a Jetson nano board integrated in that robot, and we will program that robot to do the final task. And yeah, so these are some testings that we were doing at the actual robot. You can see this is the actual robot, and there are balls and everything you can see in this video feed as well. There's the camera. We can see from the camera, and there are processes going on in this camera from this input from this camera. And also another thing that we did was we made a simulation for that physical place as well. So you can see a robot somewhat similar to Kobuki, not exactly, but we made that and simulated the task in the simulator. After that, we put it into the physical robot. From that approach, we can test everything and verify whether our logic is correct and everything from that. This is also initial version of that. Yes. And yeah, here are some tips that I have to tell you when you are doing these robotics competitions and these robots. First thing is start early. So don't start at the last moment before the deadline. So because in here in robotics, you have to test everything. That is a must. Testing is a must. So starting early is the first thing that you have to do. So without going, I've shown so many times that most of lot of competitors, one thing they do wrong is they start at the last moment. It might be a week to the competition or so. They start at the last moment, so that's not right. Start immediately when the task is released. So that is the best thing that you can do. Start early, and then you have to break down the problem. That means a robotics competition might have different tasks. There might be 3 or 4 or some amount of tasks that you have to do. Like you have to go in the line and pick a ball and then put that ball into some kind of box and then go to some place, and there might be obstacles, and there are separate tasks that you have to go through. So first thing is break down the problem, then you can easily see the path that you have to build, that you have to go. That is the second thing. And another thing is for simulations. This is for the simulation rounds. When you are building the robot in the simulation, so first you have to build the robot in the simulation, and after that you have to build the arena and then test the robot in the arena with the actual code. So in here, you have to test the edge cases as well. That means, so your robot might go in an exact path when it is like in an exact direction that you put. But if the robot is somewhat misaligned, like 5 or 10 degrees misaligned with that path, your robot might not work. So that might happen. So please make sure that you have to test with the edge cases. You have to adjust some parameters and adjust the robot, and make sure that robot works with those as well. So if the robot works with those edge environments, it works in the perfect environment as well. And then when you're going to physical round, read the specifications and data sheets of the robot. So if you have given a robot, a physical robot, like we've given a Kabuki robot, so we go through the documents of the Kabuki robot, and we read the specifications first. So because we have to get an idea what we are dealing with, because before this competition, we did not work with this robot before. So we did not have any experience of that. So we read the specifications and data sheets. So we have the idea what sensors this robot have, what are the capabilities, what are the constraints. We can get an idea about that. After that, we develop the code. After developing, we have to test in different environments. So in robotics competitions, most of the time, I've seen this in many competitions. Students build robots and they get them to the actual arena and they didn't work. But in their home or boarding place, where in their arena, it works. So the thing is, the environmental conditions are different in your home and the competition arena. The lighting can be different. There might be different lighting sources, and there might be flashes. There are photographers as well. So you have to test that before coming. And there might be some color changes in the like arena, and if there's some balls or something, there might be some different somewhat likely, but small variations on the color. So you have to take that as well into account. But otherwise, your robot will work in your home, but not in the arena. So that is the another thing. Test well. So when testing, there are another couple of things that I have to tell you. We implemented different test strategies. You can do like there are 3 things. the unit testing, integration testing, and system testing. So unit testing means testing each individual unit. If there's some sensor system, some IR sensor or something, you can test that part separately. And if there's motors, you can test that motors as a unit separately. That is unit testing. After that, you can integrate some of the components and test those things. That is the integration testing. Finally, you can do the system testing. Think the whole robot as a whole and test that with the that with the arena, with the task, and that is the system testing. So you can do that kind of methodology when you are doing the testings. And also, next you have to write debuggable code. That means when you are in the when you are making these robots, when you're coding these robots, there might be so many things that goes wrong. So you have to actually you have to identify what is the issues. What is the issue? What causes the issue? So for that, you have to debug from one. If there's an issue with some kind of sensor like IR sensor or something, you have to go from the IR sensor and part by part to your whole code. So make sure to write debuggable code. And then another thing that I had to mention: finish the task first and then optimize. Because without finishing the task, you will get less marks. So first thing is finishing the task. After that, try to optimize the code and the parameters. After that, you can optimize, because otherwise you will run out of time. Make sure to finish the task when you are building the robot. So and then another thing, handle failures gracefully. That means if you have to grab a ball and put it into a box or something. So sometimes due to misalignment or something from the grippers, the ball might not be grabbed. So you have to retry that. If the ball is not there, you can have a sensor in that gripper and check whether you correctly grabbed the ball. If not, you have to re-grab that ball. You can retry, or if you have to make something aligned like a box or something, you can realign the things. And if the object is not detected, you can redetect. Likewise, make sure to have some code that as well to handle the failures gracefully. And also the last tip that I have to tell is the simpler the logic, the reliability is high. That means even though you have a very complex code, even though you have the very complex code, if the robot is not working, no point in that. So you have to make sure the logic is simple. Even though you have to do something complex, make sure the logic is make sure to do that task with the simplest logic possible. So your robot will be high reliable. So yeah, those are things that I have to add as tips. So I think you can do a good job in this comparison and other comparisons as well. So so I told this to both the school category and the university category as well. So I saw many errors that people are doing when they are building robots. You have to plan the thing, and after that start early, and then build the thing. So eventually you can come to the competition. Even there are some times some competitors the night before the competition they are not even sleeping. They are coding the whole night. So that might scenarios will happen. So don't if there's no other way, do that, but make sure to start early so you can sleep well the night before. Yeah, so thank you for giving me this opportunity. And if you have any questions or something, you can send me a LinkedIn message. Here you can in this QR code you can see my profile, LinkedIn profile. So yeah. So thank you, everyone. Over to you.
Thank you for sharing your insightful experience with us. We would now like to share something very special with you. We'll now watch 2 short video snippets from the winners of last year's Robogames finals, representing both school category and
Hey.
university category. We hope their stories will inspire you to take the first step and see yourself on this stage in the coming year. Let's directly hear from our Robogames champions.
Hey everyone. This time last year, I was sitting exactly where you are now. When our team first registered, we weren't even sure if our robot was advanced enough to compete. But we quickly realized that IESL Robogames is a level playing field. You don't need the most expensive hardware or years of mechanical experience. It's a logic game. If you can code, you're in the running. The organizers and the workshop at the University of Mortar are there to make sure you succeed, not to catch you out. Lean on that support. They want to see your logic work as much as you do. The real shift happens during the finals. You'll have a limited window to tweak your code under pressure. It's less about the robot at that point and more about how you think on your fate and make decisions when the clock is ticking. Aside from the win, the biggest thing I took away from Robogames was the ability to stay calm when things aren't going perfectly. You learn more in those few hours of coding than in a month of practice. My advice, trust your logic, don't overcomplicate your code, and just enjoy the vibe. You've got this. Good luck.
Hello everyone, we are Team Otonova from the University of Moratuwa and we were the winners of the IESL Robogames 2024. First of all, I would like to thank the organizing committee for arranging such an amazing competition. I also want to thank my teammates Tarshu Dilshan and Dhaval Rajakaruna for their dedication and the support throughout our journey. Last year, Robogames had 3 levels. The first 2 rounds were simulation-based tasks using keyboards, and it was our first time that working with the simulation-based robotic challenge. In the final round, we had to place boxes according to their colors using the provided Kuboki robot. What made our team unique was that we use a custom-trained object detection model built from our own datasets, and it was an amazing learning experience.
We hope those experiences gave you a clearer picture of what awaits you at Robogames. With that inspiration, let's move on to the Q&A session. You are welcome to ask any questions related to Robogames, including categories, eligibility, preparation, or participation. We encourage you to ask questions. Kindly type your questions in the Q&A chat section and our panel will respond. Please make sure to register for IESL Robogames and join our WhatsApp channel using the QR codes. Now we will be moving on to the questions asked by the audience. Can one person join more than one team or category, like for both school and open category?
Yeah, hi. So, no, a person can only join one specific category if he or she registers to the school category, or then that is the only category he or she or and the team can register for.
Next question. What do judges mostly look for when selecting winners?
So judges will mostly look into the optimization of the robot and the speed of the robot task completion time. And it's also we will look into the program and look at how optimized it is, how unique that code is. So the primary criteria is task completion and the time taken to it.
Yes, thank you. Next question. Is there a difference for someone who can join the university category but instead joins for the open category?
Yeah. So in the university category, you won't need to build your own robot, and in the your open category, you will be building your own robot, and it will be a robot battle. So in in the university category, there is no robot battle. You will just have to complete the task that you will be given, and also you won't need any hardware components. But in the open category, the competition is a battle, and you'll have to build your own robot.
Thank you. For the school category, how will the necessary robotic equipments be given?
So in the final phase, we will provide you the robot. The way we are planning to provide this, we will send you the robot to our school, and we will let you program it, tune it until the final day. That's how we are planning.
Next question. Is it compulsory to use webbots for simulation, or can we use a different software?
So in VBots, we will provide you the environment. So everything in the environment, every object is already created in it. So all you have to do is program the robot. So because of support issues, VBots is the only path we have only planned it. So you're gonna have to use VBots for the simulation.
Next question. Are teams allowed to modify or add components to the provided robot?
So robot will be entirely assembled when we give that to you. So it's always you don't have to like for even beginner friendly. So what you have to do is primarily programming the robot, planning how algorithm should work, and program the robot. We will give you the assembled robot. You don't have to assemble or buy hardware or anything.
Next question. What should we expect webbots to participate in this competition?
Sorry, can you say it again?
Yeah. What should we know about webbots to participate in this competition?
So we will have workshops for you. So even you don't know anything about keywords, don't worry. We will provide you the necessary guidance on how to set up VBots and program in this mill.
Thank you. So the hardware will be provided to build the robot. So after the finals, should we give back the hardware or do we get to keep it?
So we will provide you the Robo for the final competition, and it must be returned after the finals.
Can students from the same school form more than one team for the competition?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, any number of students can, any number of teams can be formed from the same school, but the team should only consist of 5 students at maximum. Any number of teams is allowed.
One more minute will be provided for you to ask questions. After that, we will be closing the Q&A session.
Hi. So there was a question about the event timeline. So to talk about the event timeline, firstly, the initial task will be released, and the details about the task and what type of a robot will be used during the competition will be mostly released during the end of this week. And yeah, for that task, you will be given around 2 weeks, and then after that, will be shortlisting people to the semi-final round, and after that semi-final round, you will be given another task for the semi-final round. During the semi-final round, for the semi-final round, you'll be given around 3 weeks time, and then finally the finals will. For the finals, you will be given the physical robot, and firstly for the school category, the robots will be shipped to the schools, to the respective schools of the students who are participating in the finals, and one robot per team will be given. And then for the university category, there will be we won't be sending robots, but the students who are selected for the finals are expected to to test and work with the robot by coming to our university grounds. Uh, how and how the slots will be allocated will be given to you all later. And then yes, and then also for the uh, open category, there will be no shortlisting or initial tasks. It is the BattleBot competition itself. And also for about the registrations for the school and the university category will be closed within few days time, and then for the open category will be closed, but it will mostly have more time to register than the school and university category. Yes. So thank you. Nadisha, do you have anything to add?
Yeah, there's few questions. Someone asked, will only the school category participants get the robot from the UM? So both categories will get the robot from University of Moratuwa. For school category, we will send the robot to them, but in university category, they will have to come to university to test their program. And there is another one saying, if we learn ROS2, will it be advantage? Yes. For vision-based programming, ROS2 is very beneficial, so it will be an advantage. And many have asked about the robo used in university category. We will release details about that robo once we will when we release the task. So, and yeah.
There is another question. Do we need to set up a PC with latest VBot simulation software?
We will release all the details in depth, what software, what version you have to install when we are releasing the task details. We will provide you every guidance on what to install and how to install it.
Okay. If a team already registered under the university category, is it possible to transfer to the open category or do both?
Yeah, so only one category is allowed. If you want to participate in the open category, but you are still registered to the university category, contact one of us, and we'll help you transfer your registration to the open category.
We will be now closing the Q&A session. To stay connected and receive updates, please scan the QR codes to register for Robogames and join our WhatsApp channel. As we come to the end of today's session, I would like to sincerely thank all our speakers for their time, guidance, and valuable insight. A big thank you as well to all the students and participants who joined us today. Your enthusiasm and interest are what makes Robogames truly meaningful. We hope this session has helped you gain clarity and confidence to take the next step towards participating in Robogames 2025-2026. Once again, thank you all for joining us. We look forward to seeing you at Robogames. Have a wonderful evening.